Hi, in this video we will create this fantasy environment in Blender. It's very easy and we will see how to texture this building like this. If you want you can make it as a classic building with window. So as you can see here, it's just plain. I subdivide it and I extrude this building like this and I duplicate. The duplicate I make it just in wireframe like this and I texture it with image. We will see all this in this tutorial. For the final render, the image in the thumbnail I created in Krita. As you can see, here is the final render in Blender. I add a little modification, easy to make it darker like this. So let's get started. First, I go here in add, in mesh, I select a plane. S to scale it in Y axis, like this. S, X to scale it in the X axis. Control A to apply the scale. Now, so I scale it a little. S, Y, just like this. Now, go here in edit mode, right click, subdivide. Here you see a little window, open it, and I increase the number. I give it 7 like this. Now deselect all and select faces, and now Alt Shift and select this one. Hold I and insert the faces. A, Z, up, and hit I, and insert faces. A, Z, and make it like this. Okay, now go back to object mode, Control A, apply the scale, and go here in modifier, bevel, to make it like this, and apply the bevel. Now, shadow smooth by angle, like this. This plane, I name it buildings. Like this. Now, right click, duplicate. I go here in modifier, in generate, I make it wireframe. Increase this maybe just 0.09. Now select this building, S, Z, down a little, S, Shift, Z, just a little, like this. So I go here and add. In mesh, I add a plane. S to scale it just like this. Now SY to scale it in the Y axis. SX to make it more here. GZ down. Now I go here and add in mesh. I add a cube. I go here in object properties. I rotated 45 in Y axis. GZ up. Cube selected. Go here in edit mode and they select faces. Now I go here in faces, extrude faces along normals. So hold shift just like this. Now go back to object mode. Cube selected. I go in modifier, add modifier, generate wireframe. And they make it like this. GZ up a little. Now duplicate object. GZ up. Now I want to move it in Y axis. GY just a little. Just like this. Okay, hold shift and select this 2 cube. GY and I make it here. GY and make it in the end of this plane. Just like this. Now I can enable this. Okay. Now I go here and add. I add a cube. It will be a volume for all this stuff. Now S Y just to cover all the stuff. Now we can shade in this all stuff. So I select first this cube because we want to see under this. I call it volume. So hit new, select this one, the shader, right click, delete. Now go here and add. In shader, we select this, a volume shader, connect volume to the volume, and here decrease the number to 0.1. And here make it just like this. Okay, now cube selected, go here in object properties, in viewport display, here in textured we select wire. Now here hit 0, hit Z to render view. If you want to make this Blender default setting like mine, you can check the video up. As you can see here, it's shading by sky texture. So I go here in object, I switch to word and I disconnect. I select this cube, S, Z to make it small like this, G, Z, deselect the cube, Alt Control 0 to activate the camera, select the camera and go here and decrease the focal, maybe just like this. Now we can zoom. So I select this one, S to make it bigger. I select this cube, hit new. I make it an emission. As you can see here, we have a light here. I go here in add, in texture, I select image texture, connect color to the alpha and color to color here in emission. And here I open image, I select fire image, I increase the number here. So I select another cube, I give it the same, the plane. This one I call it floor. Hit new. I go here in add, in converter, we select color ramp, connect color to the roughness, and I go here in add, in texture, I select noise texture, connect factor to the factor, noise texture selected, Control T, to active mapping and texture coordinate. If you haven't, go here in edit, in preferences, in add-ons, and here hit node and enable this and save preferences. Okay, now I increase this like this, and here I give it just like this now and make it black. Now we can see here the floor is refractive. So G, Z, just like this. Now I select the building, hit new, make it here. I go here in add, in converter, we select color ramp. I connect color to base color. I go here in add, in texture. Now we select Voronoi texture. Connect distance to factor like this. Select this one, Control T, to active mapping and texture coordinate. Now I can increase this just like this. Here I give it maybe just 4000 like this. Now I go here in add, in vector we select bump, connect normal to the normal and distance to height, and decrease this, maybe I give it just 0.5. Now make it metallic and the roughness I give it just like this, 0.2. Now you can increase and decrease this. I leave it like this for the moment. The random, I leave it like this, but this I make it just 0.3 like this. You can increase the distance to give it more fantasy. So I leave it in 2. Now we select this building number 1, hit new. This one, it will be emission, as you can see. Now I go here in add, in texture, I select image texture, connect color to the alpha and color to this color. Now I open the image, I go here in this image, I select this one. Control T to active mapping and texture coordinate. I make it in generate. Now you can increase this emission. You can change this. If you select EV, you can make it as animation. Click here and select just the building 1 and the building 2 and SX to scale it just in X-axis. We want to see this 2 cubes here. So now deselect all and select cube 1 and cube 2, S, and scale it. Maybe I make it a little darker like this, and here I change it to this. You can play as you want to have more fun or more fantasy scene. Now to render the image, I go here, render image. So this is the final render. So this video is finished. I hope that you enjoy to make it with me. Thanks for watching, and don't forget like and subscribe in my channel.